What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first one I see is the first one I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully, guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If y'all want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first one I see is the first one I read, and the first one I saw was Sagittarius. So let's go ahead and get it poppin'. Hey, what's going on, Fudge My Makeup? How are you? Happy birthday to Team Sagittarius, and we're gonna get started in just a moment or so. As always, I do like to say, guys, if you're interested in personal readings, check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description box below if you want to book me there. But without further ado, let's get started. We're going to say hi here to the birthday peeps and see what's going on here for your next 24 hours. So what's showing up here for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Zodiac in the next 24 hours. What information's coming on here for Team Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Sagittarius, we're going to take a look here at about one more shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Team Sagittarius, overall energy for you is going to be the Eight of Wands in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with a fire sign like an Aries, a Sag, or a Leo. Taking a look here at the current energy, we have here the Three of Cups, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Emperor, and then taking a look here at the outcome, Sagittarius, is going to be the Ace of Pentacles in reverse showing up for you as well. All right, let's take a look here, guys. For your next 24 hours, Eight of Wands reversed here, Three of Cups in the upright position. It does kind of feel to me like you guys are in a period of time where it's like, I don't need to really venture out much. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm getting a sense here for you where it's like, you're good where you're at in the next 24 hours. You're not interested in expanding. It kind of feels to me like you are either around people, you're happy to be around them. You're not really interested in, you know, getting out much or like basically inviting anybody else. If you're like hanging out with a certain amount of friends, you're having fun with these friends. You're not really interested in expanding the bunch. Having a look at what you're dealing with though, Emperor card showing up in outcome, Ace of Pentacles reverse. Looking at this on more of a general scale for Team Sagittarius, I feel like your next 24 hours is about being happy where you are in life, and you're not really looking to expand much is what I'm feeling for you. Looking at what you're dealing with here being the Emperor, you feel like you're in your power. You feel like you're in exactly the right place at the right time, and I don't feel like you're looking for much, and you're definitely not looking for change. So it feels to me like you've kind of reached that peak of being in a very comfortable environment. You feel good where you're at. You're not looking right now for any sort of sudden changes or any sort of growth. It's kind of like, I am where I am, and I do want to enjoy the fruits of my labor. I feel like what I'm hearing from you is like, I've worked so hard to get to where I am now finally, so I want to take the time out to enjoy it, which is understandable, as everybody should in the retrospect of when you build something. So maybe Sagittarius, you've built up a business. You're happy with it. This business is supporting you. Right now, you want to take the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Maybe some of you guys have built up a relationship, and now you're at a point where you want to enjoy that relationship and all the investment and time spent into it, because you're at a point where you want to enjoy, once again, the fruits of the labor. Looking at the outcome here, Ace of Pentacles reversed, I feel like even though you could probably spend time right now taking the opportunity to grow something even bigger than what it is, whether it's a relationship, a business, your career path, etc., I think your next 24 hours is about having gratitude for how far you've come. Before I go back into the grind mode where I'm trying to make something better and better and better, I want to take the time to enjoy it for how far it's come along and where it is currently. So I'm going to enjoy the fruits of my labor here and not get back into that mode where I have to keep on working and working and working. So do take it if it resonates, Sagittarius. Leave it if it doesn't, but I like that for you. I think a lot of people get kind of trapped into the energy of always trying to constantly evolve. Evolution is the key, I think, in human nature, right? I think we all constantly want to evolve. We want to constantly make things in our lives better. But if we're happy where we are, take a moment to appreciate that, to relax, and to enjoy the hard work that you have put in, because you definitely deserve to reap the rewards. You don't always have to be constantly trying to tap into that evolving energy or evolution as a whole. So Sagittarius, pretty interesting message. If it's your story, cool. If not, no worries. But thanks for coming out here nonetheless. nonetheless, and do have a great rest of your day. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And also, happy birthday to you. So we've touched base here so far, guys, with Sagittarius as the first sign. So fire signs went first today. We're going to do fire, water, air, and earth for today's daily lineup. By the way, what's going on, Aqua Dolphin? You said, hey, first time here. Hi from Australia. Welcome in. Appreciate you tuning in. Victoria, what's going on? Just in time. That's what's up. What's going on, Sierra? What's poppin'? Very happy Mondays. Hey, Ant and CancerMoonsTarot friends. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. So we did our fire. Let's get into our water. Going into the water signs, Team Scorpio. Let's see what's up here for your next 24. What's going to be popping here for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going on here for you? Messages incoming here for the Scorpios in the next 24 hours. Scorpios, I actually feel like you guys are going to have a very, very quick shuffle. So let's get one more shuffle for you, and we'll see what's up. You guys are coming up here pretty dang quick. Starting out with the overall energy, we have here the Six of Wands. You might be dealing with a fire sign like an Aries, a Sag, a Leo. Having a look here at the current energy, Ten of Pentacles. What it is you're dealing with, we got here the Justice in reverse. Taking a look here at the outcome, Scorpio, is going to be the Strength in the upright as well. So let's go ahead and talk about it. I do want to mention you could be connecting here with a Libra with that Justice card. You also could be dealing with a Leo, considering we have the Strength. Now, Six of Wands here to the Ten of Pentacles showing up here for Scorpios. I almost kind of get the feeling here for you. Things are going incredibly well. You feel like you're on a successful path. Things right now are good, but I also feel like we're talking about one specific area of life. Maybe there's some other area of life right now that you're feeling is a little bit unbalanced. So it's like, I'm glad that I'm doing good here, but I also want to be doing good here, but where I'm at isn't the best place. Let's say, for example, I'm doing really great in career, but I feel like I'm struggling in my love life. Or I'm doing really great in my love life, but I feel like I'm struggling in my career. So I feel like your next 24 hours is okay, I've made it to a really secure and positive spot in one area of life. How do I get this other place up there too to match it? So you're trying to figure that out. How do I get success in all areas of life, not necessarily one specific area? So looking at the outcome here, the Strength card, I feel like you're trying to muster up your courage and your strength here to not feel like you, how do I say this? What's the word that I'm looking for? It's not despair, but it's like you're not trying to feel disheartened, I guess, because one area is successful and one area isn't. It's like, I need to do what I can here to keep a positive morale, but I also need to take some time out to figure out, how am I going to get this energy to success? How am I going to get successful in all areas of life? How am I going to dominate my success and maximize it? I feel like a lot of you are thinking about that. So like I said, maybe career is going great, love not so much, maybe the opposite, whatever, other area of life you're dealing with. One's doing great, one might not be, but it's like, how do I bring them all to the same level? So I think what your next 24 hours is about is taking out the time to figure out the plan. What are we going to do here to make it better? What are we going to do here to improve a certain area of life? And I think that that's the first step. Honestly, you have to ask yourself, how am I going to improve it? Well, first and foremost, what would improve it? Right? Ask yourself that question. Let's say you're not doing too well in career. What would make my career immensely better? Would it be a different kind of career? Would it be a different kind of job? Would it be a different position that makes more money? Would it be something that gives me more time to enjoy my life, where I work less hours? Would it be something that gives me more hours? What's ideal for you? Start planning out what exactly would be the energy and embodiment of success in that area of life. When you have a plan of what that looks like and an image of what that looks like, then you can start to come up with a plan and actually execute it to get to that desired goal. So let's say, like I mentioned, maybe career is something that you want to elevate and take to the next level. Allow yourself to imagine, what's the dream? What am I looking for? Am I looking for 40 hours a week? Am I looking for 60 hours a week? Am I looking for 50K a year, 100K a year? However it is, plan out exactly what you want that you feel would bring you to a level of success. Start creating a plan and execute it. And honestly, if you follow those steps, you're going to get it done here, Team Scorpio. So for your next 24 hours, I almost feel like I'm giving out homework, but what I would say here for you is start asking yourself, okay, I don't feel successful in a certain area of life. I feel successful in others, which is fantastic. What is my weak link right now in life? Like where am I not doing successfully, or where is the part that's not going successfully? Start figuring out what it would be like and what it would take to make it successful. Then come up with a game plan and get to work. That's it, baby. All right. So take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Scorpio, I appreciate you tuning in here nonetheless. Really, really appreciate you. Do have a good rest of your day and a great day tomorrow. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So We have touched base here with our water, and we have touched base here with our fire. So guys, we're only 2 signs in. We've done Sagittarius so far and Scorpio so far, for those of you that are asking. Marissa, what's up? You said, hey, hey, how late am I? I keep missing these. Not late at all. Absolutely no worries. Plus, I did do 3 uploads today, so notifications are going to be like really late for everybody else. So we just started the daily. We're right in here. So thanks for stopping by though, Marissa. Appreciate it nonetheless. Victoria said, I'll take all the homework. Gotcha. For sure, for sure. All right, though, guys, let's keep it moving forward. We're gonna hop on in now into our air. Going into the air signs, let's have a look here at the lovely and amazing Libra gang and see what's up. What do we got showing up here for Team Libra, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on for our Libras? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus zodiac in the next 24. Let's have a look here, baby. Starting out with the overall energy, we do have here the 3 of Cups. Taking a look here at the current energy, Libra. We got a 9 of Cups in reverse, what you're dealing with. You got a Queen of Pentacles. Having a look here at the outcome for the Libra gang is going to be the Hermit in the upright position. So Libras, let's see what's in store here for you. Now, you do begin here with the 3 of Cups, which is naturally pretty fantastic, but we also see here a 9 of Cups reverse. So this is kind of giving me the energy where it's like, well, when I'm surrounded by people, I feel happy, but maybe when you're on your own, there isn't that same satisfaction or happiness level. Maybe there isn't satisfaction at all, but it's the energy of dissatisfaction. So I'm seeing a difference here. When you're social, you're feeling good, you're feeling happy. When you're alone, though, you're not feeling at peace and happiness within yourself. So this could be clarified as, when I'm alone, I'm not happy, but when I'm around others, I'm happy. So how do I find happiness in my solitude, I think, is almost the question being asked here coming into your next 24 hours. Well, it's going to have to be about, what do you need to prioritize in order to make yourself happy when you are in solitude? You know, some people do prefer to be alone more than others. Other people prefer to be more social. Preferences are totally okay. But I do think that one way or another, if we can be happy with other people, we should be able to feel happy just being in our own energy as well. Now, I found in my life, because I can only give advice based on my experiences, I found in my life when I was unhappy being on my own, it's because I wasn't happy with myself. The reason why I wasn't happy within my own company is because I haven't found out how to be the happy version or how to be who I wanted to be. So if I was dissatisfied with my own self and I believed that I wasn't good company, then I wouldn't enjoy being in the company of myself. I would only enjoy being in the company of others. So Libras, if you're saying, Ant, this resonates, this is ticking all the boxes, I'm always great when I'm out with friends and I'm feeling social, but I definitely am not happy when I'm alone by myself, then I think you have to ask yourself, what are you so unhappy with within you? Because if you're not happy being in your own company, there's something there that you're majorly not happy or satisfied with about yourself. And this is not something that is like, okay, well, you just don't like yourself, so that's that. It's more of like, okay, well, what can we do to find happiness within ourselves? You know, Libra, that's what it really comes to. Because I had to learn, hey, I don't like certain qualities about myself, therefore I'm not happy when I'm alone. But once I figured out those qualities, I fixed them, I changed them, I became comfortable in who I was. I love being in solitude now as a Cancer. Alone time for me is a fucking must, as much as I can possibly have it. So looking at the outcome, the Hermit, first and foremost, Libra, your next 24 hours, you might be spending time with yourself. Maybe people are busy, no one's free, and you're like, fuck, I'm not really looking forward to this. I'm not really happy being by myself. But you have to ask yourself why. Okay? Ask yourself why first and foremost. What's making you feel so uneasy and so unhappy? Why don't you feel like you're in good company when you're alone? What is it exactly about yourself you're not happy with? And once you go ahead and you kind of figure out the things you're unhappy with, start coming up with a plan on how to create things you would be happy with. So what can you fix and change within yourself? You may not be able, guys, to change situations outside of yourself that are beyond your control, but changing yourself, that can happen at any given moment in time, because we can choose who we want to be every single day. And if you wake up tomorrow and say, I want to be a different version of myself, you have the right and the ability to do so. So Libras, I dare you to imagine what the dream version of yourself is. What is that dream version? What do they look like? Does the dream version of yourself dress differently? Does the dream version of yourself speak differently? Is the dream version of yourself more confident? Is the dream version of yourself more at peace when they're in their own energy? Start looking at that version that you would love to become and embody its characteristics, because you can show up and be who you want to be today, tomorrow, the next day. So my advisory is look at what you're not happy with and then start figuring out what do I need to change in order to become happy with it within myself? Then you'll feel better being on your own for sure. Okay? So definitely something to think about. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Shout out Team Libra. Thanks for coming out here, everybody. Okay? All right, guys. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here so far with our air, our fire, and our water. We're going into earth signs here shortly. Marissa said, why is that selenite triggering me? I don't know. Maybe we need to do a little bit of a cleansing, Marissa. My favorite, though, I love selenite as a Cancer. I noticed a lot of other Cancers love selenite as well, but this is my favorite crystal just for cleansing, for clarity. It's really great, by the way, too, guys, if you are having a conversation and you're trying to be focused and clear-headed, for people who feel like maybe they're easily distracted. I can have that ability sometimes to be very easily distracted. So it's amazing to kind of just allow you to focus in, zero in, and speak very fluently and speak your thoughts. So it's not much of a throat chakra as it is more of a clear-headed kind of energy with selenite, but it's great for cleansing. So I love this one. If you guys are interested, try out selenite crystals. They're really, really beneficial. All right, so let's get into Earth, baby. We're going to have a look here at the Bull Gang and see what's going on for Team Taurus, okay? By the way, speaking of Bull Gang, you guys have your monthly video for December uploaded today. So if you haven't seen it already, give it a check out as your monthly video is posted. But what do we got showing up here for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for the Bull Gang? Coming on into tomorrow, Taurus. Let's get our last and final shuffle, and we'll go ahead here and get it popping. Starting out with the overall energy, we got here the Two of Swords. Looking at the current energy, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, what it is you're dealing with, Seven of Cups in reverse. Looking at the outcome for the Bulls, we got here a Nine of Cups showing up in reverse here as well. Two of Swords here to the Wheel of Fortune reverse. I kind of get the feeling here, it's like you're trying to change something, but it feels like it's not working out for you. It feels like there's some sense of resistance. This is going to be the energy of trying versus doing. So I feel like we're talking today in a lot of these readings like law of attraction and manifestation in wording and specific kind of wording. But here's the thing. When we're trying to do something, guys, we're always going to try to do it. That's just the truth, right? So if you're trying to do something, you're always going to be trying, because trying doesn't mean doing. It doesn't mean you're getting it done. It means you're just trying to make it happen. There is no guarantee to it. But when we set ourselves to a standard of saying, I'm doing this, right? Then that means we're taking action. We're having completion. We're making it happen. So I think, first of all, for Taurians in the next 24, if you are finding yourself right now feeling very unhappy, you feel like you're really trying to make something change, it's not working out for you, we have to tap into the energy of getting away from the energy of trying, and we have to tap more into doing, okay? Looking at what you're dealing with, Seven of Cups reverse, you want to shift something very specific. So this could be anything. Maybe you're trying to turn around your finances, you're trying to turn around your relationship, and you're trying to turn around something personal to you in your personal life. But remember, we have to just do it, right? There is no trying. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Because looking at the outcome here, Nine of Cups reverse, it's like I'm dissatisfied. Every time I try, it just feels like it does not work. So hold yourself to the standard, and also hold yourself to doing what you set out to do. Now, that is a difficult thing. And it's even a difficult thing for me too, to set myself to that standard of saying, hey, I said I was going to do this, so I got to hold myself to that standard of making sure that I do what I set out to do. But believe it or not, when you start doing that, things immensely change for you. And suddenly it doesn't become about, oh, well, I'm trying to do this. It becomes about, oh, yeah, I'm doing it, right? Because when you do it, you become a person of action. A person of action is a person who gets things done. So Taurians, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but remember, let's try to escape that energy of trying to do something, and let's tap into doing, because doing is action, and action is what's going to create a consequence, but also an outcome. So by taking action, you're going to get to where you want to go. And also, you're not going to be dissatisfied because you're getting shit done. Hold yourself to that standard, Taurus. Do what you set out to do, and don't allow anything to come in between that. Okay, my Bull Gang, I love you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Really, really appreciate you. Okay? All right, Team Taurus, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here, everybody. Excuse me. We have touched base here with our first batch of zodiac signs for the daily read. We'll be hopping into our second batch here shortly. Real quick, Marissa said, this could totally be in my head, but I swear every time I'm around it, I'm slightly dizzy or nauseous. The fuck is that? Well, you know what? To be honest, Marissa, what could be happening, because I'll have those experiences as well, where I'll be waving, you know, the selenite around my third eye chakra, around my crown chakra, and I'll feel a certain level of dizziness. But what's actually happening in those times is the energy is being pulled out of you. And chances are this is built up energy. It could be built up repression, built up negativity. It could be built up thoughts, whatever the case may be. And the reason you're feeling that nausea and the reason you're feeling dizzy is because it's trying to come out of you, right? So this is trying to pull the energy out of you, and you're physically feeling the manifestation of that. So even though it's a bit of an unpleasant experience for a little bit, if you tend to stick with it, you're going to end up cleansing and pushing yourself out of this. My girlfriend really works super well with pendants. So there will be times where I'll lay down, she'll do a cleansing for me, she'll take a look with the pendant and take a look at what chakra needs most attention. And usually with selenite, she will take the selenite and therefore cleanse my body in whatever chakra needs the most attention. And selenite is very wonderful for extracting the negative energies so that we can start to put ourselves back into more of a neutral state of being by removing that negativity as well. And it works very well for cleansing chakras. So I recommend it. Kind of like push through. You know, you're going to feel weird a bit, but if you give it enough time, it's like that energy will be out of there. It'll settle, and those feelings of that physical manifestation will settle and dissipate as well. So really, really interesting, but works for me for sure. Very Happy Monday said palm stones are great meditation as a starter. Crystals for anybody curious about selenite. Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that. For those of you who can hit the like button, thanks so much. But yeah, either way though, guys, give it a try if you're interested. Selenite's a really wonderful crystal. So we finished up our first batch. Let me take a sip here real quick of my drink. And we'll go ahead and continue in just a few moments. All right. By the way, for everybody who's here, if you're having fun, definitely hit that like button. I'd appreciate it. Happy Monday to everybody. I hope you guys did have a good weekend. Charisse, what's up? You said what's going on, Soul Gang? Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful Monday. I'm having a pretty solid one for sure. Hope you are as well. Thanks so much. Hey, Aqua. What's going on, Aqua333? Appreciate you. Amanda said, I'm in need of mental help. Aunt, please say a prayer for me. Will do, Amanda. Wishing you well. Do remember, though, at the end of the day, if you ever find yourself needing help, there are tons of resources you could always reach out to, especially licensed professionals. So please do not shy away from ever reaching out to a licensed professional if you do happen to need that help, as it's incredibly beneficial and it is a recommendation 100%. Okay. So if you do find yourself needing any help in that retrospect, there are tons of licensed professionals. You can reach out there. Don't hesitate to do so. All right. Marissa said, well, shit, I've been wanting to deeply cleanse my body and energy, but I never feel like anything's good enough. Maybe I need selenite. Doesn't selenite cleanse other crystals too? If I'm not mistaken, I believe it does. You know what, though, Marissa, I feel like, because first and foremost, right, you were mentioning there, but I feel like nothing's good enough. You got to be mindful of how you're feeling about that, right? Because when things work for you, essentially, if you're having doubts about it, or if you're not feeling like it's good enough, you're not going to feel the full effect. You're not going to have the ability to feel that full effect, because technically you're blocking the ability to feel it by not having the belief within it. So I would be mindful of just being super open-minded of different kinds of techniques for cleansing. And you might actually start to notice a difference, you know, whether you're using Palo Santo, you're using sage, you're using crystals, any other kind of format that works for you. Just try to be as open as possible as you can be to the experience. By the way, though, besides just like Palo Santo, sage and, you know, crystals and things of that nature, there are tons of different things you can do to personally cleanse. You kind of just have to figure out, try things and see what works for you. You know, some people have their own religious practices where they'll do certain cleansings with like eggs. Other people are doing cleansings with just prayers and stuff of that nature as well. So kind of take a look, go down the rabbit hole a little bit, have fun with it too, to be honest, because it's cool to see different cultures and different ways people cleanse and work with things. And yeah, try them all, see what ends up working for you. Just be very open-minded. Being open-minded goes such a long way to these types of spiritual experiences. It does, you know. What up, Shin? You said surprised at a late evening live. Yeah, today was a late day for me. Unfortunately, I just had a bajillion things going on in the morning, so I was like, okay, we're gonna have to work a little bit late tonight, but I don't mind it though. I've been working a bit later because my schedule's been so fucking chaotic, but I'm happy that I'm still able to like get shit done, you know what I mean? So either way, happy to show up, and I don't mind it. It's been pretty fun. I do miss like having that like strict schedule of like 3 p.m. we're going live, you know? Now it's been like 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I did a live last week at 9 at night, but it's not bad at all. It is a little bit relaxing in a way too. All right, though, y'all, let's get back into it and we'll see what's going on. Very happy Monday said some folks use selenite bowls or plates for cleansing. Other crystals, absolutely. Those are really wonderful. I almost ended up buying one. You know what I like? Excuse me, this big selenite bar. This is really cool. It holds like tea lights. So we got little candle tea lights over here. Oh, I dropped a little flower. Either way, though, this is really cool. My future mother-in-law gave me this gift. I believe it was for my birthday, if I'm not mistaken, but this was so wonderful to get. I loved it. So yeah, this is really cool. You can put tea lights in it, and it's nice because it like helps cleanse the other crystals around as well. So it's really, really cool. All right, though, let's keep it moving forward. We're going to hop on into, let me answer one more question. I'm sorry. Marissa said, I have crystals, but I don't know exactly what to do with them. Do you put them on your body? Sorry for the dumb question. Not a dumb question at all. So never feel like you have to hesitate asking a question. By no means necessary, though. Am I like a crystal master? If anything, my partner knows so much more about crystals than me, but you can use crystals however you like. Most people will use a crystal in the sense of physically feeling it, right? So holding a crystal in the palm of your hand, holding a crystal in next to your heart. By the way, if you have rose quartz, which I have back there, but if you have rose quartz, right, that resonates very well with your heart chakra. Holding rose quartz to your heart can be very beneficial for healing your heart chakra. So basically kind of taking a look at what the crystal does, combining it with parts of the body. You can lay crystals on a certain part of the body. This is clear quartz. This is fantastic for cleansing your aura. It's fantastic for cleansing your mind. Sometimes I take a piece of clear quartz and I stick it on my third eye, or I stick it on my crown, and I might look a little silly doing it, but physically putting it on your body is incredibly beneficial for you to really help connect with the crystal. So when you're touching it and holding it, it's really working with your energy. So yeah, if you want to put them on your body, don't be afraid to do so. Yeah, I do it all the time. Really do. What's up, Michaela? How you doing? How you doing? All right, though. Let's keep it moving, baby. We're hopping back into fire. We did Sagittarius. Let's do the Leo and see what's going on. Message is coming in here for Team Leo, baby. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here for Team Leo in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on here for ya? All right, my Leo gang, let's go ahead and get it popping. Overall energy for you is going to be the 9 of Wands in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with a fire sign like a fellow Leo, an Aries, or a Sag. Taking a look at the current energy, 6 of Cups, what you're dealing with here, 7 of Swords in reverse, and looking at the outcome, Leo is going to be the King of Swords in the upright position. So let's get it popping and see what's up here for you. Now, dun dun dun. We have here a 9 of Wands reversed and a 6 of Cups upright. I think you're opening up about your past in the next 24 hours. Yeah, this feels like you're opening up about your past here. Looking at what you're dealing with, 7 of Swords in reverse. I think this is the time here where it's about releasing guilt, releasing shame, releasing kind of the low vibrational feelings that can still stick around with you. I call it emotional residue that sticks around from you with your past to your present. So let's say, for example, have you guys ever, been through something in the past and then, every now and then you get reminded of it and it just like bothers you, or you just get like the ick from it, or maybe you embarrassed yourself one time and you think about it and you're just like, it's like that residue clings to you, right? The past experience is done, but the emotion's there. It stays there and it sticks with you. That's what I call emotional residue. And I feel like for your next 24 hours, it's about you guys cleansing off that residue. It's like, it's time for me to stop feeling those associated feelings I felt once in the past, Maybe you got embarrassed before, and every now and then you think about it and you cringe, and it's like, fuck it, it's over. That thing happened a long ass time ago. Let's just let it go. Let's move forward. Let's not carry that energy. One of my favorite things, by the way, for embarrassment, particularly, guys, that I learned about was, this perception's awesome. If it's not going to matter a year from today, if let's say you embarrass yourself today, if no one's going to remember and no one's going to give a shit a year from now, why do you have to care? Right? Because if it's not going to matter then why should it matter now? And that opened up my eyes to a world of amazing results. And even if it's not embarrassment, maybe something happens you're not happy with today, And at the end of the day, if it's not going to matter a year from now, why put so much of a significant importance on it today too? So that's a really cool perception to have. But for me, by the way, I used to like constantly hate embarrassing moments I had. I used to be the type of person who would like cringe at all the moments I had about my past. And I had to learn and recognize, dude, no one probably remembers that. And at the end of the day, if it doesn't really matter now, why bother carrying that energy with me going forward? So something to think about. Either way, Leo, moving forward for you, I think a lot of you are releasing shit from the past in the next 24 hours. Once again, you're releasing that emotional residue, if you will. Having a look here at the outcome, King of Swords, yeah, this is about staying as disciplined, staying on top of yourself. It's like, I know that if I want to release this emotional residue, I have to be willing to put in the work here, and I have to be willing to remain consistent. So what do I do to release and let go? Well, I have to allow myself to say it's time to separate the past from my present, and I need to stay focused on the present. King of Swords here says anytime you find yourself focusing or drifting off into the past, you're going to do what you can to realign yourself to the present. So you're being as disciplined as possible here going forward to focus on the now and not focus on what's happened then, okay? I love that for you, Leo. Of course, if it resonates, cool. If not, no worries, but let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have finished up here, everybody, our fire. We're jumping back on into our water, guys, and we're going to jump on into Team Cancer for your next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for the Cancer, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And the next 24 hours, what do we got showing up here for the zodiac signs of Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. Team Cancerion, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully we got some awesome stuff. Cancer. Overall energy for you is a 6 of Swords. Looking at the current energy, we have here a 4 of Swords, what it is you're dealing with. We got a Strength card, and looking at the outcome, 10 of Wands in reverse. I definitely feel like this is a bit of an interesting reading, so let's get on into it. First things first, 6 of Swords for the overall energy. For the current energy, we have here 4 of Swords as well. I think moving forward, you're trying to separate yourself from something. And even the Strength card is actually a card that identifies trying to separate yourself from someone or something as well. You just seem happier without someone or something, Cancer. You feel less stressed. You feel like there's less weight on your shoulders. So I think that you're preparing yourself to kind of walk away from someone or something at this time. But I also kind of get the sense for you, Cancer, that it's like, I don't know why I'm getting this feeling where it's like maybe you don't have to, but maybe you're looking at a perception very tunnel vision like, and you are feeling like this is the only way when there's multiple ways. Like there's a way to make something work, but you're so tunneled in on the only way something can work, the only way I can be happy is by releasing something. Does that make sense? Like, for example, Cancer, maybe you have a job that's super stressful, but it's a job you love, but the stress is really starting to add up. And you're like, well, and the only way to get rid of the stress is to let go of this job. And it's like, you're so tunneled in on that. It's like, I have to walk away from this job. Even though I love it, I have to leave it. But maybe there's so many more other options you could have, Cancer, but you're not paying attention to them. What can you do to reduce your stress at your job and at your workplace? What can you do to communicate to other people about you having a stressful time to maybe promote a more calmer environment? What are you doing every morning or every night? Are you meditating? Are you bringing in other situations that can be beneficial to adding into your inner calm? You know, so you're looking at one solution saying this is the only solution, but guys, there's an infinite amount of solutions to every problem. All right, so I feel like, Cancer, I'm feeling guided to tell you, you might be looking at something in just one direction saying, this is the only thing I can do for myself. I don't think that's true. I think you are possibly limiting your options here. And it would be a good idea to allow yourself to open and broaden your perspective and open and broaden your entire mind in general. This is not the time I feel for limitation, but instead it's the time to start thinking more in terms of abundance, okay? So you have a positive aspect about something, a negative aspect about something. I don't feel like you have to get rid of this situation and move on from it. If there's parts of it you're happy with, I think you just have to find other methods of how to deal with the things that you're not particularly happy with. Like I said, maybe a career is here. You love this career. It makes you a lot of money, but it stresses you the fuck out. What can you do to limit that stress? Really something to think about is what I feel. Okay, so Cancers, I think right now you're getting prepared to leave something behind, but I feel like you might be able to achieve the goal you're looking for without actually having to leave it behind overall. All right? Take that if that applies to you. I know I might sound cuckoo bananas. I'm not sure. So if I do happen to sound cuckoo bananas, I'm sorry, Cancer, but it might it might be the message you needed to hear, okay? So we're going to keep it popping, pushing, moving forward. Thank you, Team Cancer, for stopping by, all right? All right, baby. So water's done. We did our fire. We're getting into our air signs here shortly. By the way, what's going on, Queen Sassy? Made it just in time for the Cancer. Happy to hear. Jackie, what's going on? Really appreciate you. Lux, what's up? Taking a studio break, checking out my favorite YouTube reader. Love you all, fam jam. Thanks so much, Lux. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well, and thanks for coming by and supporting the channel. Appreciate you so much. What's going on, Kaylin? What's popping to you? Hope all is well. Thank you very much for stopping by. All right, guys, air sign time. We did the Libra, so let's have a look here at the Gemini and see what's going on. Messages coming in here for Team Gemini, baby. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on for Team Gemini in the next 24? What is up here for you? Geminis, we're having a look here at about one more shuffle, and we'll see what's up. Hey, what's going on, Christian? Cancer here. You're spot on. Thanks. You're very welcome. Happy to help. Thanks so much for watching. Gemini's overall energy, we got here a death card, baby. You could be dealing with a Scorpio for a few of you, looking into the current energy, 10 of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with here, the World card, and then having a look here at the outcome, Team Gems, is going to be the Four of Pentacles in the upright position as well. All right, Gemini, you could be connecting with a couple different signs, so you might be dealing with a Scorpio, an Aquarius, Taurus, a Scorpio, or sorry, an Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or Leo, all right? I think I said Scorpio way too many times, but hey, you might be dealing with one, right? Now, death card here and 10 of Wands reversed. Something's changing. I think that you're becoming less stressed, and it does feel to me for your next 24 hours, a lot of that has to do with the brand new world you're tapping into. When one door closes, another door opens. When one cycle is over, another cycle begins. And Gemini, I feel like that's exactly that. I think your next 24 hours entails on you guys deciding to start new. Maybe you're starting new in love. Maybe you're starting new in friendship. Maybe you're starting new in your hobbies or starting new in your career sector, but you're at a point in time where one cycle needed to close. There was something in your life that you recognized this chapter needs to come to an ending now, and I need to start a new chapter in whatever walk of life or area of life it may be. Maybe some of you in the next 24 hours are recognizing, yeah, you know, the chapter of where I live, this home, this apartment, you know, that chapter needs to come to an end. It's time to start fresh in a new place, in a new environment. Some of you might be changing that up too, which is cool. I recently did my change up and my switch up to my environment because it was time for a change for me. So maybe you're feeling that energy as well throughout this retrograde period. But I see that for you where it's like, it's time to shift and switch things up. You know, looking at the outcome for Pentacles, I think it is a little difficult though, because a part of you is still feeling like you're stuck and you're holding on to the previous chapter that's coming to an end. But remember, guys, the moment you take the time to let go, the moment you do let go, is when the new shift can actually begin. You know, if we don't let go, guys, we're going to be holding on to that old cycle and nothing new is going to start. But the moment we let go, we give ourselves the ability to tap into the new instantaneously. So for any of my Gemini peeps that are watching this video that are like, okay, I do feel like a chapter is ending in my life, even though it feels odd and I'm kind of still holding on to it, there's a new chapter beginning for you. You just have to let go. And I do want to mention as well, when one door closes, another door opens. And in the retrospect of this chapter, it does feel like you're at a point in time where it feels, Gemini, like this is something that you've probably seen coming for a while. Like, let's say, for example, if you're changing career, if you're changing your relationships or anything of that nature as well, I think it's something you've seen coming. So even though holding on to it right now is a little bit comfortable due to the longevity you've had, whether you've been having a long time investment in a friendship, a long time investment in a job, a long time investment in a house, it may feel weird adapting to an entirely new environment. But I feel like once you allow yourself to let go, you'll get very easily adapted into the new environment, especially due to the nature of being mutable as well. So Gems, I don't think it'll be as bad as it seems when you let go. Okay? All right, Gemini, I love you. Do take that if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. But guys, I appreciate you coming out here so much nonetheless. Thank you, Team Gemini. All right? All right, guys, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. You know, this kind of reminds me of the situation. Like, I remember being a kid, you know, I'm on my little bicycle, and we took the training wheels off, and I had my mom holding the back of like the bike seat. And, you know, she was just saying the entire time, you know, I just need to let go. When I let go, you can go. And I used to tell her, I was like, no, Mom, don't let go. I was like, don't let go of the bicycle seat. You know, I don't want to fall. I don't want to bust my ass. But inevitably, she just let go for me. And in that moment, I didn't even recognize that she was no longer holding on to the bicycle, but that was it. I was soaring, I was going, I was pedaling, I was moving forward, and it was amazing. You know, sometimes you fear what's on the other side, but, you know, you start to recognize, oh, wait, I can do this. And what is on the other side is something wonderful. In my case, as a kid, I recognized, oh, shit, I can ride a bike, you know? So something cool to think about. That thought crossed my mind. That was cool. That was a fun memory. I remember it in our first driveway. I lived in that house for 20 years of my life. So I remember that driveway like it was, you know, yesterday. And I remember that memory too, like it was yesterday too. I was 5 years old on that red little bicycle. She let go and I was like, oh my God, I'm doing it, man. So cool memory to come up for sure. Anyways, Gemini, let's keep it moving forward. Appreciate you tuning in. So guys, we have finished up here so far. Our water, we did our air, we did our fire. We're hopping into the earth signs here shortly. Real quick though, let's just see some comments real fast. Lux said, mad support, you're an outstanding influencer. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Michaela said, on point. Happy to resonate with you. Lux said, so much that I'm bragging about you. I appreciate that. Lux said, I had the same bicycle in story, and then I fell and ended up with butterfly stitches under my chin. Oh boy. You know what though? You got to fall to get back up, right? That's what I love so much about situations in general with life. It's like, you know, you're learning to ride a bicycle, maybe you fall. Well, guess what? The next time you get back up, you'll realize why you fell and you'll correct yourself and you'll keep it moving forward, right? That's why I'm a massive fan of saying, guys, make fucking mistakes because you learn from them, you know? That's what's so awesome about it. Like, I used to be a massive skateboarder growing up. I can't tell you how many times I've fallen off the skateboard trying to learn new tricks, trying to do a 50-50 grind on a fucking curb or on a rail, or trying to ollie a six stair and then, you know, ended up hitting the nose of the board and front flipping forward. Can't tell you how many times that happened, but the next time I went for the trick, I learned, hey, let's not put our, you know, left foot a little bit too close to the nose of the board. Otherwise, you're going to do a front flip, right? So you learn from your mistakes, and that's what's so powerful about it all, you know? But all right, guys, we're hopping into earth signs in a sec. We already touched base here with our Taurus. Let's have a look here at the Virgo and see what's going on with you, beautiful peeps, okay? Messages coming in here for Team Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for Team Virgo, baby? Message is showing up for Virgo in the next 24 hours. What is up here for ya, my beautiful Virgo gang? Last shuffle is incoming. Overall energy for you is going to be the 10 of Cups in reverse. Taking a look here at the current energy, we got here the 3 of Cups. What you're dealing with here, guys, we do have here a Page of Pents in reverse, and having a look here at the outcome for you is going to be the Star in reverse as well. Virgos, what's going on here for you? I like that. Oh, I do like that indeed. This is about turning an unfulfilling situation into a joyous time anyways. It's about making the most with what you've got. I'm a big fan of this because, you know, times in life can be hard, guys. Sometimes we got shitty situations to deal with, but you know what? You can embrace the shit, and the shit stinks, and it can suck, and we can sit there and be unhappy, or we can work with what we got. There's always a positive option, right? And I feel here for you, Virgo, that's exactly what's happening. 10 of Cups reversed. Unfulfillment, sure. Maybe you're unfulfilled right now with people. You're unfulfilled right now with work. You're unfulfilled right now with your current status in life. I don't know what your case may be. But it's about saying, I know what I got though, and I'm going to appreciate what I do got, because a lot of people who are usually the most negative people, they'll have a lot of good things in life, but they'll overlook it instantaneously and say, here's all the negative shit happening. Here's why my life sucks. Most people have a couple good things in their life that they got going for them. You know, there is no person that exists or walks this earth that doesn't have one single thing good going for them. And it can be the most simplistic thing. Maybe they really love and cherish their relationship with their parents. Maybe they really love and cherish getting to see a TV show every week. It could be something as simplistic as that. But we all have something really good going for us. And even if we have a tremendous amount of problems or things in life that are affecting us negatively, we can look at what we got and be like, yeah, I'm going to work with what I fucking got. So Virgos, that's the vibe for your next 24 hours. It's like, let's not focus on the crappy, the negative, the bullshit. Let's focus on what we do have here instead. Looking at what you're dealing with, Page of Pentacles reversed. Right now, I'm done giving my energy to the negative side of things. And looking at the outcome, Star reversed, I'm no longer at the same time aligning myself with the negative things either. Don't you notice, guys, that the people who are always complaining, the people who are always unhappy, only tend to align themselves with more complaints and more unhappiness because they're not giving themselves an alternative. They're not providing themselves an alternative path to where things might get better. And at the end of the day, if they were shifting their focus onto the positive, maybe they could have had more positive outcomes, right? I say this quote very frequently on my channel, but where your attention goes is where your energy flows. So if you're constantly putting your attentiveness on things to complain about, more things to complain about are coming in. If you're putting your attention on all the negative, you're going to just only see the negative. You're not going to see the positive. So you got to be mindful at all times where your attention is going, because that's where the energy is definitely flowing. So Virgos, working with what you got, and guess what? That's going to get you a long way. It really is. It's going to get you a long way. And even if you don't see it right now, your future self's going to thank you when you eventually catch up and see just how well things panned out for you. So I love it. Keep up this morale. All right, guys, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, moving forward. Appreciate my Virgo gang. All right. All right, baby. Have a good one, Virgo. Thanks so much for stopping by. So we have touched base here, guys, with the second batch of Zodiacs for the daily read. We'll be getting on into our last and final batch here shortly. Okay. All right. What's going on, Desiree? Hey, Aunt, I missed you. Just want to let you know that on the 9th, it was my 18th birthday. That's what's up. Welcome into adulthood, baby. Hopefully, you're excited and having a good time. I remember my 18th birthday. I was so fucking ecstatic. I had a fantastic time, and it was a good vibe. Those years were awesome, being 18, 19 years old, so have fun with it and live it up for sure. Desiree said, I love your readings, by the way. Happy to hear that. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, happy belated birthday for sure. Very cool. Those are the best times of your life, man. 18, 19, I miss it. They were such a good time and a good vibe. All right. All right, though, y'all. We finished up our second batch. Let's chill for a little bit. Then we'll get back on into it. Gotcha, Desiree. Gotcha. All right, though, y'all. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you guys are well. Thanks so much. What was I going to say? I had something to say, guys, and I'm thinking about it. Now it's out of my head. Dang it. Don't you hate when moments like that happen, everybody? I just had something to say, and I'm like, where the hell did that go? I don't know. Anyways, happy Monday, everybody. Hope you guys are well. Hope everybody's weekend's been has been good here so far, and I hope you're excited here for your week ahead. Nah, I'm going to be thinking about that now. I had something to mention to everybody. Completely lost it, though. Either way, happy Monday, guys. Who's that tattoo on your arm? Which arm are you guys talking about? It could be, do you mean the left arm or the right arm? If you mean this over here, this is Artemis, the Greek goddess. Kind of like made up, though, in my tattoos, my tattoo artist's own vision, if you will. So it's not necessarily accurate 100% to how she was depicted, but this is Artemis, the Greek goddess, for this tattoo. For all my other tattoos, though, I just got like roses. I got tragedy faces over here. I got a third eye, angel wings, very personal tattoo to me. I do have, what's it called? I have my wolves and my big wolf over here. I have my owl. I love this tattoo, the owl in the skull. This one's fucking sick. I can't wait, though, guys. I've been itching. I got my lion tattoo here. I just want to finish this area, this little gap right here. So, like, in between here to my hand, I know what I want to get, and I've been so stoked about it. It's just, I know it's going to be so fucking expensive. So, with that being said, I'd rather budget and not, splurge, right? I want to make smart financial decisions as an adult, but I cannot wait till I end up getting that hand tattoo. It's going to be so fucking raw and awesome. Seriously, can't freaking wait. Aqua333 said you were going to say how amazing Aquarians are. They are amazing. I have so many Aquarian friends. Shout out to my Aquarians, bro. Michaela said, I love it. That's freaking sweet. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. You should get rune tattoos too. I don't know. I've thought about it. I have like tons of tattoos that, like, my tattoos, they all have a personal and spiritual meaning to me. But the thing is, though, is I'm also a fan of like getting tattoos that don't necessarily mean anything. So every tattoo I have does have a meaning. Like, there's a well thought that's put into it, but I don't believe that if you want to get a tattoo, it has to mean anything specific to you. I feel like a lot of people get in that debate. They're like, why get a tattoo if it's not meaningful? If you like it, you like it. Just get a fucking tattoo. Michaela said you got to get a neck tattoo, dude. Yeah, I plan on it. So I plan on having my neck tattooed. I'm never going to do my face, but I'm going to do my neck. I'm going to do the back of my neck. So like the full 360, I'll probably get tatted. I would love to get my chest tattooed, my back tattooed. I'm going to get all my legs sleeved out when I finish my right arm sleeve. So yeah, I'm going to be covered in tattoos and I have so many ideas, you know, it's just not a very cheap hobby. Tattoos are very expensive. So the amount of money I've spent on tattoos over the years has been quite a lot of money. So with that being said, there's you know, what's it called, funds for them eventually, so we'll get there, you know. Thank you, Evie, I appreciate that so much. Appreciate you watching, it really means a lot. Thank you so much. All right though, guys, let's get back into it. I really wish I remembered what I was going to say. Maybe it'll come back to me at the end of the reading today, but nonetheless, let's get back into fire. So we've done Leo. We've also touched base here with our Sagittarius. So let's have a look here at the Ram fam. We're going to see what's popping here for Team Aries, okay? Message is coming in here for Aries, baby. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for our Ram fam? Message is showing up here for Team Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for ya? Ram fam, we're going to have a look here at our last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up. Overall energy for you is going to be the Chariot in reverse. Having a look here at the current energy, we do have here the Four of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with. We have here the Eight of Swords in reverse, and having a look here at the outcome, Ram fam, is going to be the Queen of Cups in the reverse position as well. So let's get it popping and see what's going on here for you. Now, I do see here we have a Chariot reversed. We also have here a Four of Wands reversed. You know, it kind of does seem to me like you're in this energy for your next 24 hours where it's like, well, right now I don't feel like this weird energy between me and somebody else is going to change. Because typically the Four of Wands is a card that represents your environment, usually like close friends, family, lovers. So it could be anything of that niche, right? So it could be a family member, a friend, a lover. So with some kind of relationship, things feel a little odd. They feel off if the Four of Wands is in reverse. Now, with the Chariot showing up in reverse as well, that is representative of, okay, well, I don't think things are changing. It doesn't feel like it's moving forward. It just feels odd, weird, and stagnant. So I feel like you're trying to do kind of a bit of an out of sight, out of mind thing, Aries, in the next 24 hours. It's like, well, I just want to get my mind off this person, get my mind off the situation. Sure, things are a bit weird right now, but I feel like I've been thinking about it for way too long that I just want to get it the heck out of my head. And looking at the outcome for you being the Queen of Cups reversed, Queen of Cups reversed here represents that you also kind of want to emotionally detach from it for a little bit of time here as well. So I think your next 24 hours is kind of just checking out a bit, is what it feels like to me the most. I want to detach from the situation for just a little while. Now, naturally, I say this all the time, guys. I think it's fine. I think it's fine if you want to detach for a little bit. You shouldn't always have to be required to bear and carry heavy energies. If you need a break, take a break, but make sure it's a break and that's that. You don't want to permanently try to detach from something forever and never face it. Inevitably, Aries, you got to face this situation, figure out where the hell this relationship's going. Things are weird. Are we fixing it? Are we not fixing it? Are we moving forward? Are we separating? When the time comes, the time comes. But if you need just a temporary break for a day to say, let me get this person off my mind, get the stress off my mind, and kind of just do me, do not hesitate to do so. Take that time, enjoy yourself, distract yourself, have a little bit of fun, get the heck out of your head for a bit. And when the time's right and you feel a little bit more refreshed and rejuvenated, get back into this situation and start to find that solution, okay? That would be my advisory. All right, Team Ram fam, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks so much for your love and for your support. Ruby Bird, what's going on? You said good morning and happy holidays. Likewise to ya. Appreciate you coming in. Thanks so much, Ruby. All right, everybody. We've done all the fire signs for the daily. Let's get back into the water and have a look here at the fish and see what's up for, for Team Pisces. What's going on? Message is showing up here for Pisces, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for our zodiac sign of the fish? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Pisceon, we're getting ourselves here a few more shuffles, and we'll go ahead and get it popping. Hopefully, the fish are doing well. What's up for our Pisces coming into tomorrow? Overall energy, Nine of Swords. What's going on there, Piscean? What's happening? Taking a look here at the current energy, the High Priestess, which is you, what it is you're dealing with, Eight of Wands, looking at the outcome, Piscean, Page of Pentacles in reverse here as well. Piscean energy is the High Priestess, so you are showing up here in your reading. We do begin here with the Nine of Swords. We also pair that Nine of Swords here with the High Priestess as well. So kind of getting the feeling for Pisces where it's like, well, right now, I'm not particularly happy with something. Nine of Swords could be about being upset. It could be about being stressed. It also could be representative here of being fearful or being in a state of fear over a situation. You might be fearful because maybe intuitively you're picking up on something coming. Looking at what you're dealing with, Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands could be a card that embodies change. So you could be worried that something's about to change, Pisces. This is also kind of leading me intuitively to feeling that like there's a lack of security showing up right now. So if you're fearful that something's changing, you're fearful that it's changing because something originally isn't secure. So maybe right now you're worried about the state of a relationship between you and somebody changing because it hasn't felt secure. Maybe you're worried about something changing within your workplace, something changing within your personal relationships or your personal path. Because if there's a lack of stability there and you've been getting this intuitive feeling that something's about to change, you're not feeling comfortable, you're not feeling secure, that's what the massive worry seems to be. Having a look at the outcome, Page of Pentacles reversed, it kind of feels like you're just sitting back and watching. It's like, I don't feel like I have power to stop this change. I don't feel like I can do anything about it. So I'm kind of just worried and waiting for things to, go in whatever direction they go into. Here's my thing, Pisces. I think that change usually is always for a good reason, and you might not see the good reason in the beginning. It may take time to see it inevitably, but look back at some of the changes that have happened and occurred in your life. If more often than not, the change might have sucked at first, but inevitably it kind of turned out to be a blessing in disguise, right? Especially in romance. We always think, oh my God, I love my ex. My ex was everything. And then you find a person who's actually fantastic and you're like, yeah, my ex was actually not everything. So I'm kind of glad it worked out the way it did, So we go through lots of situations like that. And I feel for you guys in your next 24 hours, you're in this period of time where it's like, I don't know, I can feel something changing. Something doesn't feel stable. It worries me. It concerns me. I think embrace the change would be my best advice. Because if something wasn't stable to begin with, why hold on to it or want to? If a partnership between you and somebody wasn't stable in the first place, why hold on to that? Maybe you're meant for a better partnership. Maybe there's a more stable one around the corner. Same with work. If you're dealing with a job that can hardly make you feel secure and make you feel nervous about being there and whether or not you're going to have employment the next day, why even worry or bother? Maybe this is the time to be guided to a much more secure job at the end of the day here too, So my advisory for Pisces is as worried as you might be about something changing, you're already looking at something that doesn't have security. Maybe we can start looking at this change as a perceptive time to note that we're getting what we want, which is stability. Maybe things are changing in your favor to move you to a more stable place. Sometimes we got to look at it like that. The reason why this is happening is to get us to that stability, especially if we're in a place right now where there is no stability to begin with. So Pisces, something to think about. Chew on that, all right? For your next 24 hours is what I would say. I don't know why I said chew on that. I feel like that sounded so nasty. Pisces, I hope you didn't take it that way. I was like, chew on that. Ew. Anyways, Pisces, that came with good intentions and a good heart. That didn't come from me being sassy. All right. But I feel like for your next 24 hours, think about that and try to shift up that perception. All right. All right, Pisces, I love you. If it resonates, cool. If not, no worries. But we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Have a great rest of your day. Okay. All right, guys. So all the water signs are finished up. We did all the fire too. So all that's left here so far is going to be our air signs and our earth signs. By the way, Heather A, thank you so much for the 5. Really appreciate that. Hope all is well with you. You said, what's up, Ant-Man? Happy holidays, son. Thanks. I appreciate that. You said, shout out to my big D, except AKA Derek, my husband. You got this, babe. That's what's up. Shout out to you and shout out to your husband. And thanks again for the 5. I really appreciate it. Michaela said, we finally got some snow. That's what's up. We still haven't had any snow over here. Like a 15-minute flurry, I think, maybe 3 weeks ago was about it. I get a feeling though, what's going to probably happen is we're going to get the January snow, and that's where it's going to be a bit more intense in comparison to the December snow, Either way though, let's keep it moving forward. Very Happy Monday said sassy. I swear to God, I did not try to come off sassy, but I'm like Mercury in retrograde. I was like, maybe somebody's going to take that a weird way. So I was like, let me clarify now. But it was kind of funny though, too. So we'll be diving into air signs shortly, y'all. Thanks for everybody being here. Appreciate you, and I love you all so much. Getting on into our air signs. Let's have a look here at Aquarius and see what's up. Messages coming in here for Aqua. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got in store here, please, for our zodiac signs of Aquarius in the next 24 hours. What's going on here for you? Team Aquarius, you're actually showing up here relatively quick. Let's get our last shuffle, and we'll see what's up with you. Starting out with the overall energy, you do have a 3 of Wands. Having a look here at the current energy, we do have here the 7 of Pence, what it is you're dealing with. We got here the Ace of Cups, and looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So Aqua, what's going on here for you? 3 of Wands showing up here, 7 of Pence showing up here. Yeah, you're definitely investing a lot of time here, but I feel like you're investing a lot of time here in kind of like the energy of hope. Like you're hoping something's going to happen. You're like waiting and seeing. You're hoping, you're praying, and looking at what you're dealing with here being the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is like having a positive morale. But the thing is looking at the outcome, Knight of Swords reversed, there's no action being taken here. So I feel like you're riding out on hope, but you're not riding out on action. And my thing about hope is that I don't ever want to necessarily take hope away from people. I think hope can be positive, but I also think hope can be detrimentally negative. And it might be a weird take on it, but my thing about hope is when you're hoping, you're not doing anything. You're kind of sitting around waiting. Waiting is stagnancy. And if you're in the energy of stagnancy, all you're receiving on the other end is stagnant energy. It's not a good energy, right? So I'm always a person of action. I love being in the energy of action because action creates a consequence, which creates an outcome. This is how I think, you know? You can resonate, you may not. But I feel for Aquarian peeps in your next 24, you're at that point where you're riding out on hope about something. And I think that right now, the best thing you can be doing is say, forget about what's uncertain, right? Because hope is also uncertainty. You don't know if something's going to work in your favor or not. But I say work for the favorable outcome. If it works out, cool. If it doesn't, it doesn't. At least you took a chance. At least you tried. And at least you took action. That would be my best advice here for Aquarian. So be a person of action right now. Whatever you may hope works out, you know, and I'm not going to say try. I'm going to say do your best to make it work out for you. Really take action in that direction. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it's better than kind of hoping that inevitably something just works out and, you know, aligns with you and everything gets sorted out and figured out. So yeah, take that if it resonates. This is an interesting one though, because I feel like Aquarians aren't naturally like in this kind of energy. Naturally with Aquarians, I do feel like most of the time you're in the energy of action, but maybe for some reason right now you're not. And that's okay if you're not. I'm not sitting here trying to, you know, make you feel some type of way. And there's no judgment or nothing like that at all. But I think that the best thing you could do is say, hey, if I have been kind of hoping things would change, it's time to recognize that maybe hope's not going to be the answer to get me to where I need to go. This is the time right now to be in the energy of action. So take it if it resonates, Aquarius. Leave it if it doesn't. I love you and I appreciate you, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Okay? We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Shout out Team Aquarius. All right, here, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have finished up here so far, everybody. Our air signs, we've done our water signs, and we have done our fire. We'll be doing earth signs here shortly. By the way, Heather, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate the 20 gifted memberships. That's absolutely fantastic and amazing. Thank you for your love and your support, Heather. I really, really appreciate it. And also, congratulations to everybody getting a membership. Hope you guys do enjoy. Okay, thank you, Heather. Appreciate it so much, my love. Okay, all right, guys. We have touched base here though with all the signs except for the earth. Let's get into the earth signs, and that last zodiac here is going to be Capricorn. So let's see what's going on here for you. All right, what do we got showing up here for Team Cappy, baby, in the next 24? Heather Ann said, no thanks needed, you deserve it, keep grinding it, and lucky folks that receive. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Seriously, you have been really, really wonderful recently. I'm not even just saying recently, you've been wonderful the entire time, but you've been really amazing with all the gifted stuff and helping out all the other people and just, you know, giving people the opportunity to see memberships and stuff like that. So thank you for, you know, being kind to everybody else and being kind to me. It really goes a long way, and I appreciate it so much, Heather Ann. So thank you for always being wonderful, not recently wonderful, always. Thank you so much, okay? Amy said, at least I didn't totally miss you. I checked out, but I didn't get the notification. Yeah, unfortunately, the 3 video thing, I'm assuming that's why they didn't shoot it out, but hi, appreciate you coming in nonetheless, Amy. Thanks so much for stopping by. All right, Team Capricorn, let's see what's going on with you. Hopefully we're looking at some awesome sauce for your next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here for Cappy? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What messages are coming in here for Capricorn in the next 24? Cappy, let's see what's up. Capricorn, overall energy for you is the Nine of Wands. You might be dealing with a fire sign, like an Aries, a Sag, or a Leo. Taking a look here at the current energy, Ace of Swords in the upright, what it is you're dealing with, Nine of Cups in reverse, and then having a look here at the outcome, Team Capricorn is going to be the Two of Wands in the upright position as well. So let's get it popping and see what's going on here for you. Now, Capricorn's Nine of Wands showing up for you is typically a card that could represent feeling a little bit held back. Maybe you're not opening up, you're not speaking your truth about something. I feel like we had this card last week for Capricorn, where I think I kind of described a similar situation where I said for Capricorns, you might feel a little bit held back, uncomfortable, or maybe you feel like you're bottling up things at this time. I think right now, though, Ace of Swords, it's like the universe is trying to say, hey, this is the best time to express yourself. And it is. Mercury in retrograde is the best time to express yourself overall. And I'm going to get into the explanation about that, because when Mercury is in retrograde, what happens is the planet's trying to get you to bring up things that you need to confront. And the reason why a lot of people have a lot of difficulties during Mercury retrograde is that when they see things getting triggered, when they see things coming to the surface that they do need to confront, immediately they do one thing: they run. They're like, I don't know why I'm thinking about my ex. I don't know why I'm thinking about shit that happened from the past. I don't want to deal with it. That's supposed to be in the past. And they run. And what does Mercury do? It keeps on bringing it up. It's like, hey, you can't escape me. We got all this stuff coming up over and over again. It's time for you to have confrontation. So Mercury retrograde can be difficult depending on whether or not you're willing to work with the energy. So the best thing to do with Mercury is, with whatever comes up, allow it to be there. Allow yourself to process. Allow yourself to release. Don't run in the opposite direction. So Capricorns, I think that to a degree, you've kind of been running with the Nine of Wands here. Nine of Wands feels to me like you've been in that space where you've been kind of held back. Maybe you haven't been super expressive. And the universe is trying to say, Ace of Swords, this is literally the perfect time. Okay? Ace of Swords moment says it's time to communicate. It's time to open up. It's time to allow yourself to confront whatever may need to be confronted. Now, having a look at what you're dealing with, Nine of Cups in reverse. I know that you may not particularly be happy about this, Capricorn, which I understand. You know, I'm definitely not always happy about Mercury retrograde and having to confront some things that I'd rather honestly avoid. But overall, though, guys, it is really worth it when you allow yourself to be open to having that confrontation about something coming up from the past, and it feels good to let it go. So here's the thing, Capricorn, looking at the outcome, Two of Wands. Do I run? Do I confront? This is where we get to. Do I run or do I confront? And here's the outcome of both. You know, if you confront, you release, you let go, you feel better. You work with Mercury retrograde energy, and it works out well to your benefit. But if you run, then Mercury keeps on chasing you with these energies and with these things coming up, and you're going to feel overwhelmed and pressured. So my best advisory here for any Capricorn watching is this is not the time to run, but instead this is the time to be incredibly open, to face and to confront whatever you may be dealing with, because that's going to work to the best of your benefit. And dude, you're going to feel a heck of a lot lighter, and it's going to be absolutely fucking awesome. Okay? So work with this energy, guys. Don't resist it, would be my best advice. I love you, Cappies. Best of luck. You guys got this. I think that the choice here to kind of say, all right, let's hold down the fort and take a look at what I need to, confront and deal with right now is really going to work well in your favor. Okay? I love you, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you all so much for tuning on in. By the way, Amy, thanks so much for the 333 Ant and Soul fam. Please send me some good juju. Sending that good juju all the way down here to you, Amy. Thanks so much for your love and for your support to the channel, and thanks for watching, man. Really appreciate ya. Victoria said, have a great night, everybody, and if any Saggies have a B-Day today, happy birthday. Love that. Happy birthday to the Saggies. Heather Ann said, Aunt, tell your mother thanks for bringing such a solid soul into the universe. May you know her agenda is all under the layers. I love that. Thank you so much. I will definitely let her know. Thank you for your love and your support and always your kind words, Heather Ann. It means the most. It really does. But with that all being said, guys, thanks for coming out to the daily reading. Love and appreciate you all. Happy Monday to everybody. Hope your weekend was well, and I hope you're looking forward to a more amazing week ahead. Remember, as Monday is the start of the week, we can choose, to set our intentions to have an amazing week just by starting those intentions here today. So ask yourself, what kind of week do you desire to have? And start putting in the work to make this week an amazing one. Set those intentions now. I do want to say, though, everybody, thanks for being here. Of course, if you can hit that like button, it would mean so much to me if you enjoyed the video. Let me know. Of course, comment below. Let me know what you thought of today's video. And of course, if you're new, consider subscribing. I'd be happy to have you. And I want to thank you if you do subscribe. subscribe. I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into the soul family. As always, everybody, if you're interested in personal readings, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. It is the first link in the description below if you want to book me there. It is December, so if you want to get a reading for a friend, if you want to get a reading for yourself, anything of that nature, come on down. I'd be more than happy to get you guys your readings, okay? So thanks for anybody who comes on down and books one. Either way, though, guys, I love you. I did want to update everybody. I uploaded the Earth signs for today for the December reads. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I know that the December monthly overall readings were incredibly late, and that is a lot on me, so I'm not going to sit here and give you guys a bullshit excuse. That's 100% my fault, and I do not want that to happen again. So my apologies, guys, for really lacking in the upload consistency. But I'm getting back to it. I'm excited for what comes next. Kind of the goal plan here is to get the January readings done. First, the mid-December read, which will be in all signs, then the January, then the 2024 overall videos, which I'm super excited to tap into. I can't wait to do yearly videos and do that for all 12 signs. I think that's going to be super dope, and I'm excited. So either way, everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. Have a fantastic rest of your Monday, and I will catch everybody in the next video. Much love to my soul family, guys. Take care and have yourselves a good one. Peace.